Meanwhile, on the home front, while much of life for dogs still looked familiar, even more was changing. By the time World War II reached full scale, dogs in America were living in a country at war, even if they never left home. Food was rationed, and that didn't just affect people. Pet owners were encouraged to feed dogs differently, using table scraps, stretching meals, and in some cases, struggling to keep them fed at all. At the same time, dogs were being called into service from the home front. Through programs tied to the U.S. Army's war dog efforts, families were asked to donate their dogs for military training. Some did, and not every one of those dogs came back. But alongside that sacrifice, the way Americans saw their dogs continued to shift. Veterinary care was becoming more reliable, still basic by today's standards, but more accessible, more trusted, and more focused on companion animals than ever before. Vaccinations, especially for rabies, were becoming more common. Knowledge of parasites, infection, and nutrition was improving, and commercial dog food continued to grow, even with wartime shortages. Training was changing too. More Americans were beginning to see dogs as something that could be trained with purpose, not just for work, but for behavior, control, and companionship. And organizations like the American Kennel Club continue to define breeds and standards, even as the country focused on war. So while some dogs were overseas, others were part of a different kind of effort, living through rationing, training, adapting, and becoming something closer to what we recognize today. Because by the end of the war, the American dog wasn't just changing on the battlefield, it was changing at home.